We're here with none other than David Mahoney himself. What an event you have organised today for our listening and viewing pleasure. What inspired you to create this magnificent event?
It's Damien, Marnie.
No, it's David, isn't it?
No, it's Damien.
Oh, shit. Sorry, just a quick apology to David for calling it. I mean, to Damien, sorry for calling him David. Sorry about that. What inspired you to do today's event?
We did an event last year for Future Sonic called In Search of the Social, which was taking people all around venues around the city centre, looking at there's a political resonance to some places. We're looking at things like regeneration, so we're looking at the Hacienda, musical past to Manchester, issues around the suffragettes, the Peterloo massacre, who owns the city, and so we're bringing in a lot of performers to do performance, music, art around the city, a little bit cheeky, doing stuff without permission. And this year we're doing an event again for Future Sonic, but we wanted to make it more music based. The idea was guerilla busking, so different kinds of music performing around the city centre with no permission to where we wanted to play, so people could kind of play anywhere. And what we wanted to do is raise money and awareness about destitute refugees in the city. So we're doing it alongside Refugee Action Manchester as partners. But it's really to raise the plight of sort of hidden people within the city that I suppose there's a lot of richness, and Manchester's touted as this city that's sort of reinvented itself, and there's a lot of positive things about that, sort of culturally, but also there's a lot of negative things about that. There's a great deal of, there's a big gap really, there's a big poverty divide between the very rich and the very poor, and I think refugees, particularly destitute refugees, definitely fall into that last category. You have a lot of people who don't have status in the country, don't have any means of work, don't have any means of getting benefits, and it's really to raise awareness about that.
And how did you select the bands for today? Could anyone do it, or was it an invite-only event?
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't invite-only. We put a big shout out to lots of people, and we were trying to get as many different people involved as we could. And it was just a question of trying to put more locations and maybe put smaller sets in so we could accommodate as many people as we could. So we've had 17 locations, I think it is. There's more than 20 artists playing in total. We've lost a few along the way with people cancelling last minute, and then we've gained a few people. As you can see behind us now, we've got some impromptu displays that wasn't kind of planned, but that's kind of in keeping with the feeling as well.
So it was a conscious decision to not get permission to do it. Can I just ask you a bit more about that? Why was it that you made that conscious decision?
I think there's a lot more restrictions now within the city centre, like everything from market traders and people needing licences for everything. People need licences to do a lot of things in the city centre. Things like sort of public protests are now outlawed because we have like things like Cityco, basically a private company who are running the city centre. So even though people pay their taxes and it's actually public land, it's our city, we really don't have any rights when it comes to doing anything in the city other than shop. So musical performance is a natural expression for people. It's a nice cultural thing to do. It brings people together, and we think there should be a lot more of that. But partly doing it without permission is we don't think people should have to seek permission always to do things that are really not causing any hassle to anybody else. So that's one of the main reasons we wanted to do it.
Thanks very much, Damien.
Thank you.